Hello, this is Ken Leiboff. Welcome. Today I want to talk about racks, or harmonica holders as you will. I have several to show you here. First, here's an antique device of torture. This thing goes over your back like this. It holds a diatonic. It holds it kind of low though, so it's hard to play. These are antiques, 80 to 100 years old. You can find them on eBay sometimes for $10 or $15, usually more like 50 or 60. Holds the harmonica pretty good. But it's not stable. Anyway, I suppose you could bend these things a little better. I had one that I had pining into the shoulder blades, and it held pretty well. Interesting the way this works. There's a little block of wood, two springs down here, holds it up. Let's move forward into something slightly more practical. One of these guys. Now, again, this will hold a chromatic as well. They make them with little higher risers. I don't like this one because it holds the harmonica low. Let me stick one in here. Harmonica loads easily enough. But in my opinion, this is just too low to play because it holds the harmonica down here, so you'd have to either hunch up. But if you let it go, let's say with the guitar in your hands, it's just down here. And if you hunch over, it gives you some neck action. Let me move forward once again. I'll rescue this harmonica. And this is something interesting. It's called the Perform. And these guys, it only holds a diatonic. And the way it works, it clamps onto the whole of your guitar. There's an elastic band that comes around and secures it here. And I have this on a graphite guitar. It's somewhat padded. This is a good way to put scratches in your guitar, I think. And this is adjustable here, but it holds the guitar, or it holds the harmonica up where you can play. I'm having to dig down a little bit to get it. The guitar's up right. In most guitars, it wouldn't fit in my Taylor GS because of the bracing on the inside. You could probably modify this thing. Let me take it off here for you, just so you see what it's all about. Do it carefully too, because there's a little hook here. Again, this is a graphite guitar, so it won't scratch. And okay, it's off. And this is what it looks like. Has a little hook down here which hooks in your sound hole, and this thing catches up against the edge of the guitar and braces against the side of your neck. And then you can tighten it with a little screw in here, and there's a little elastic that goes around and clips on the other side. Up where the harmonica goes, this is adjustable, so you can kind of tilt the angle. This is okay, but again, it won't hold a chromatic. Maybe you could bend it to do so, but it would probably be a little heavy and be bobbling around. Now, I move forward once again to my own favorite, for the price that is, the Hohner Flex Rack, which these are about 50 some odd dollars. I hear some people really complaining about this model. However, I don't see any used ones for sale on eBay very often, so I guess people like them. One thing you do have to watch out with this, you have to always check the tightness of these springs and these little tightening screws, and these guys too, because you'll just have one missing one day and you have an inoperable unit. So here, and again, it loads fairly easily, so it's easy to get that harmonica in and out. And if you wanted to tighten it up, you tighten it with these screws. Again, these are mainly good for losing, but you don't want it too tight or you can't get the bar open. It sits on here right up where I want it, which is in front of my mouth, and it's a good position here to play. As you see, and it barely moves. So that's the Lunar Flex rack. I think they're around $50, $55. Again, I haven't seen a whole lot of them used on eBay. So, and last but not least, the Chris Reynolds ergonomic neck rack, which is both expensive. It takes a while to order. This has the older style clamp, and the way it works is it's a little clamp on top of the harmonica. I've customized this one a little so I know where to put the clamps for diatonic. It's a little more difficult to get the harmonica in and out of this thing, but this is solid. Okay, as I take my glasses off, and it goes pretty much where I want it. And you can lock it down, and when it locks down, it stays locked down. Maybe a little lower on the hole, but you can adjust it up here. I could slip it up this neck ring a little bit higher, and it would bring the harmonica higher. But see how this also kind of stays out of the way. And notice how it supports itself with these two frames. And again, the way it works, there's this loop that goes around your neck, and then the harmonica holder part clips onto the loop. And it is kind of nice because those sit there and they're not poking in. They're right flat against my breast. I got a hands-free chromatic. So that's the ergonomic neck rack. And it's a little harder to get the harmonica in and out. It comes off. Also, whether it comes off easily or not is a good thing. Yeah, one last thing. We were talking about harmonic minors earlier, so I happen to have a harmonic minor. Now, again, the diatonic fits in easily. It's sort of loose now, so I could tighten it here. But once again, I like where it comes up to is right here where I want it. The last thing I ever need is to be digging down here for a neck rack. Is one. So again, the great thing about this harmonic minor, I take any song and it becomes a minor song, like Polly Wolly Doodle. I've been working on the railroad. There's one other category of rack that I haven't really mentioned. You know, the wire ones are about $10. They actually work, but they're, you know, it's like a wire that comes up and there's a thing with a spring on it. And the thing about it is it bobs and it'll shoot forward on you too. So that's the smack on the rack. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. See you next time.